Hi, it's Andy from PCR Global and Fit for Purpose. Just looking at the hand-arm vibration you deliver area on the Fit for Purpose platform. Took a couple of questions today regarding hand-arm vibration and the measurement of it. Well, if you go into your You Deliver PowerPoint, because here's a hand-arm vibration course, and if you've got access, then you can deliver it. When I click through, I just want to show the HSE Calculator. So it's going to make that bigger there. So the basic premise of this module, I should say, is to know the exposure action values, the limit values, what the HSE expect, and understand what we can do as employees to reduce the risks to our own health. But if I keep on clicking through here, straight away I'm talking about that calculator, that HSE calculator. I'm just going to click through, action values, limit values we're talking about, just clicking through because I want to get that calculator. So there we go. So where are you going to get access to the calculator? Well, if you go on the HSE website, the hand-arm vibration exposure calculator, it is there. It guides you through what you need to do. Nice and easy, read through that, and then you can download that calculator. So I've just done that. And if I go into the calculator, there's the calculator. So the hand-arm vibration exposure calculator. Company name, you can put your company name in there, you can put your employer ID, and then tool, use the drop-down list for HSE recommended initial tool magnitude value. Initial, there is a range, okay? Or manually add the tool type and or magnitude in this column and the vibration magnitude in the user column. So basically what this is telling us, the HSE are going to give us a range. So I can click into that, give me the drop-down. Here's the type of tools we're talking about, the vibration magnitude. But it's important to know about that range. I'm going to click on demolition or rotary hammers. And this is, as it says, initial tool magnitude value. The range is 10 to 21. The HSE have chosen 18. That tool that you're using could be more than that, couldn't it? So go back to the manufacturer's guidance, look in that document and find out the value that's written in it. And as it says, we can overrule that if we've got the accurate one from that document. So there it says 18. We can see task points per hour, and we can look in L140 for that. Time to reach the EAV. Now, if we put some duration time in there, it's going to make changes. So let's just put, I don't know, we put 1 hour in there. If I put 1 hour at that magnitude, then we'll get some action in this box. So let's have a quick look at that. 1 hour. We think we're going to use it for 1 hour. Bang. Straight away, warning, you're above the ELV. That's not the EAV action value. This is the LV, the limit value. Basically, we can't be here. Right, so we've got to change that. Now, what we shouldn't be doing is going in here, taking that, overruling it and putting something lower in there. Let's try 10. Okay, we shouldn't be doing that because, look, it has annotated, but we should not do that because this is a range. This is why it's important that we get as accurate an accurate measure as we can. That's really important. So company name, employer ID, make sure you choose the right equipment, make sure you alter the range if you need be, make sure you're accurate with your trigger time, because if we're not, then potentially we're going to be over that exposure action value or even limit value. And if we're over the action value, then we have got to do certain things, haven't we? We've got to do things like health surveillance. We've got to do things like training. We should be doing training anyway. We've got to do a lot more if we're over that. The minimum expectation for duty holders is to understand the task. It's to do that risk assessment. Okay, do that risk assessment because we're trying to find out whether we are near, at or above the action value, time to take action, or the limit value, time to absolutely stop. And what do the HSE expect? They expect to control. We can spend loads of time giving information, a lot of time health surveillance, focusing on that, and risk assessment and monitoring and measuring, but it's the actual control, isn't it? It's about doing something. So that's it. You might as well have a quick look. Anti-vibration gloves. There's no such thing as anti-vibration gloves. Do anti-vibration gloves reduce exposure to vibration, for example, for workers using hand? The answer is no. So people are selling them. Once you put that glove on, it's not just going to take the vibration away. It doesn't work like that. and also vibration timers as well. A lot of people will use these all of the time. There is no point to continually monitor. Just go on the HSE website. But there we are. What I'm pointing you out to is, it's been an interesting one. We've taken a couple of questions on that today. But if you go through your You Deliver hand down vibration area there, just follow that guide. Hand down vibration. It's a really important subject. We can talk about culture, we can talk about lots of stuff, but let's get on the ground. Let's find out how much vibration the guys, the teams are exposed to. Vibrating tools, from the tools into your hands, into your arms, and it's looking at hand down vibration syndrome, potential carpal tunnel syndrome, vibration white finger. There's lots of stuff to think about. That's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, and when we can, stay productive.